Hello everyone, welcome to the diagram session part 2 short video, and today what we are going to do in part 2 is about nervous system and sense organs. I hope आप सब लोगों ने diagram session part 1 देखा है and definitely you have got a lot of advantage that how to do the labelings of the diagrams and pertaining all those diagrams कैसे questions solve किए जाते हैं. So in today's session the topic which I have told you हम वो करने वाले, so quickly अपनी textbooks और notes ready रखो and we will be learning the diagrams of nervous system and sense organ with Pooja ma'am and your biology guru of Be Right. Okay, so let's start and let's begin with our diagram session. So as you can see, nervous system and sense organ. What are we going to learn in this? First of all, हम ये diagram sessions क्यों रख रहे हैं? These diagram sessions are really very important because लेबलिंग्स के साथ साथ इसके पर्टिकुलर जो क्वेश्चंस आते हैं विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू डायग्राम्स, जितने भी क्वेश्चंस आते हैं दैट विल हेल्प यू टू अचीव 10 मार्क्स. Ideally this 10 marks is divided into 5 and 5, so not to worry at all. मतलब 10 marks is I think a very huge marks and ये आप लोग अपने पॉकेट में बहुत आसानी से डाल सकते हो if you focus on just the labelings and with the spellings, right? So let's begin with our first diagram, that is structure of brain. Okay, now as you can see मैंने यहाँ पे brain के एक हेमिस्फीयर को डिस्प्ले किया है. So what are we going to do is that we will be doing the labeling according to that. That is, this part, the whole region is. Now see, ICSE students, you don't have to worry at all for the diagrams drawing because drawing आपको नहीं आएगा, but labelings are very important. So this first part of the labeling over here, this part is, I think everyone knows, it is nothing but cerebrum, right? The largest part of the brain, and it is a seat of intelligence and consciousness and willpower, right? So see, मैंने आपको function भी आसानी से बता दिया. So see, the moment you do the labeling, आपका functions आ जाता है, correct? Yes. Now this is cerebrum. Now if you see, हमने एक और चीज पढ़ी है brain के बारे में. It shows many folds, right? It shows many folds. So there are ridges and grooves. Let's quickly label that. These are ridges. Okay, ridges are called as gyri. Okay, and ये जो depth में grooves हैं, these are called as grooves, and the grooves are called as sulci. All right. So see, ridges and sulci. Now it is said that more the ridges and grooves, more will be the intelligence power, right? So cerebrum की खासियत ये है that it is called a seat of intelligence. It's because of the ridges and grooves. Why? Because it accommodate more of neuron cells, यानी कि cyton. चलो, तो अब हमने न्यूरॉन सेल्स के बारे में डिस्कस किया ही है, मैंने बोला ही है आपको. तो लेट मी क्विकली शो यू हाउ द न्यूरॉन्स हैव बीन अरेंज्ड इन दिस ब्रेन. आउटर रीजन ऑफ द ब्रेन इज कॉल्ड कॉर्टेक्स. And this cortex has gray matter. Now when I write down gray matter, it is nothing but made up of cytons. Only cytons is arranged in the cortex region of the brain. And ये जो middle part है, this middle part is called as medulla, and this is white matter. When I say white matter, obviously it is made up of axon, right? So see, cortex region gray matter made up of cytons and medulla region white matter made up of axons, right? Quickly we will see the other labelings. Now we come to one of the most important part of the brain, that is cerebellum. Cerebellum, of course, it is a small brain. It is called as a mini brain, यानी कि cerebrum का छोटा भाई पकड़ लो. तो cerebellum का function यहाँ पर ये है that it actually not controls, but it coordinates the muscular activity of our body, right? अब उसके साथ साथ अब muscular activity ये coordinate तो कर ही रहे, लेकिन both on left and right side में जो coordination करवाने का काम है, that has been done by pons. So my next labeling is pons, right? So pons and cerebellum, both of them together, what they do is they coordinate the muscular activity in the entire body, that is left and the right side. Next is, now if this is the Okay, 1 minute. Let's write it down in the second part. Now, this part is the medulla oblongata. Yeah, this is the medulla oblongata, and definitely this is going to be the stem of the medulla oblongata, right? Now, what is the function of medulla oblongata? It's very simple. Medulla oblongata, it controls or it coordinates. It controls and coordinates both involuntary actions. That is, it controls the activities of all our internal organs. Yani ki breathing le lo, pumping of heart, right? Then peristaltic movement, pupil dilation, contraction, everything, all the internal organs ke jitne bhi function hai, that is urinary bladder ka contraction, relaxation, everything has been done by the medulla oblongata. Last but not the least, these two labelings, let me show you. This is thalamus, and this one, everyone can see, this is hypothalamus. Everyone knows hypothalamus is it's the part of the brain which controls the pituitary gland. Everyone can see nicely the pituitary gland is hanging below the hypothalamus, right? Very clearly you can see that. So what is thalamus and hypothalamus? Thalamus is the site for the relay and it's actually a relay center for the pain and pressure. So जितने भी pain और pressure के impulses हमारे brain में आते हैं, that has all been received by thalamus, and hypothalamus का काम है to regulate the temperature of our body with respect to the outer environmental conditions. Now let me tell you, cerebrum and thalamus and hypothalamus. Now I am putting star mark over here. Okay. Now these three are the parts of forebrain: cerebellum and pons and medulla oblongata. That is, I will put a hashtag over here just for the indication that these three parts are of the hindbrain. Now what is midbrain? This region is the midbrain. Guys, मैंने जो circle किया है, that part is the midbrain. Midbrain does not have a specific part like cerebellum or medulla or pons, but it is a center for eyes and ears के impulse को receive और send करने के लिए. So you can say that it's a relay center for the eyes and ears के functioning के लिए. So guys, this is what the brain part and the brain structure, and these labelings are more than enough for the brain, and pertaining to this you will be getting the questions which are very easy, जो already मैंने यहाँ पे functions और locations बताए उसके हिसाब से होंगे. So guys, now let's move on to the further part, that is structure of spinal cord. Now in spinal cord you can see the arrangement is उल्टा, यानी कि opposite. Brain से काफी opposite है यहाँ पे arrangement. This region, now let me first give you the description of the region of spinal cord. Yes, so this region of the spinal cord, the outer part is cortex, which is white matter. I'll just write down white in the bracket, which clearly indicates only axons are present, right? And this part is medulla, which is the center part, and now the medulla is gray matter. Wow, a very clearly distinguished opposite section that we can see in the brain as well as in the spinal cord, right? तो ये हो जाता है उसका outer part white matter, center part medulla, that is gray matter. Guys, यहाँ पर एक छोटा सा canal होता है, like canal, or you can say a small narrow tubing like structure which is present. There's a gap which is present. Now in this gap there is a fluid which is flowing, which is called as CSF. What is CSF? Cerebrospinal fluid. It is a fluid which is flowing right through the brain and it is continuing till the end of the spinal cord. The function of the fluid is that it protects the brain and spinal cord from the external mechanical jerks and the shocks, and it is a very good shock absorber as well, right? So it will protect the brain and the spinal cord neurons or the nerve cells from the mechanical jerk and the shocks, right? And yes, of course, the other functions are that it will also help to distribute the nutrients and the gases in the brain and spinal cord for their own functioning. Yeah. Let's move on to the next part of the spinal cord. अब ये जो आपको दो यहाँ पे आर्क दिखाई दे रहे हैं, right? Very clearly we can see this arc. These arcs are this यहाँ के जो arcs है वो है dorsal और यहाँ के जो arcs है वो है ventral arc, right? So first let us do the labeling of dorsal. So this is dorsal ganglia. Now guys, very quickly I will tell you about the ganglia. As you can see over here, this is the sensory ganglia. Yes, this is the sensory ganglia where sensory neurons के cytons का aggregation यहाँ पर होता है. Yes, many sensory neurons के cytons का aggregation will form a bundle or a mass which is nothing but ganglia. And sensory ganglia, since dorsal root पे present है, so even that dorsal region is called as dorsal ganglia. This becomes the dorsal root. Root यानी कि entry from where the sensory neuron is entering. It is a path or it is a route from where the sensory neuron is entering into the spinal cord. Now, coming to the lower part, this is the ventral root. Obviously, I don't have to tell you this. This becomes the ventral root. Now guys, same यहाँ पे भी होता है. This the upper part becomes the dorsal root. I will just write down D for you and the lower part will become the ventral root. यानी कि spinal cord को ऐसे दो arcs होते हैं. Obviously, because we are bilateral system, we are having a symmetry of bilateral. हम अपने body को सिर्फ एक ही plane of axis से divide कर सकते हैं. That is left and right. So spinal cord के भी दो horns हैं. Horns यानी कि उसके जो path होती है, entry होती है, जहां से nerves enter करते हैं और leave करते हैं. So this is one path, that is the coordinating or maintaining the function of the left side, and this is the other path which is maintaining the function of the right hand side, right? So that's why there are two horns that we can see. Now coming to the next part, this one. अब यहाँ पे if you see sensory neuron and this motor neuron, okay, मेरे red यहाँ पे red color है पेन में, you can see मैंने motor neuron को थोड़ा सा dark कर दिया है. Now these are meeting over here. Now let me tell you one thing, neuron अगर मैं ये बोल रही कि वो meet कर रहे, that doesn't mean कि इनका impulse exchange हो रहा है. Impulse कभी भी exchange नहीं होता. So together over here when they form a bundle, it is called as spinal nerve. यानी कि horns के बाद after this horns जहां पे merge हो रहे, जहां पे joint हो रहे, that region पे I can see sensory nerve and motor nerve together, and together they are called as spinal nerve. आते हैं हम लोग motor nerve की तरफ. This becomes the motor neuron. Okay, motor neuron. Guys, hold on, मैं आपको बता रही हूं कि सेंसरी और मोटर न्यूरॉन क्या करते हैं. लेट मी चेक, हमने सारे लेबलिंग्स कर दिए. ग्रेट. Now let me tell you what is the function of sensory ganglia or sensory neuron. Sensory neuron, it will carry the impulse from the receptor towards the spinal cord. Arrow डाल देते हैं, that is towards the spinal cord. और ventral root, that is ventral में motor neuron है, motor neuron का function है to carry the impulse from the spinal cord to the effector site. So इसका arrow जाएगा बाहर की तरफ. Same way you can put it over here also, outer direction and this is inner direction. So sensory neuron impulse अंदर की तरफ लेकर आ रहा है spinal cord में, and spinal cord will analyze what is that impulse and accordingly reflex action हमारे लिए तैयार करेंगे, right? And ventral जो है, ventral में जो motor neuron है, वो उसी reflex का जो impulse है, वो effector पे लेके जाएगा. Effector can be internal glands or organs or it can be muscles of your body. So see how easy. जैसे ही आप labeling करते हो, आपको पूरा concept जो है वो clear हो जाता है. Let's see further now. Guys, I hope you are noting it down because it's very important. Now, see, let's discuss the reflex arc. Very quickly, रिफ्लेक्स आर्क लॉजिकल सीक्वेंस में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, लॉजिकल सीक्वेंस के क्वेश्चंस में एंड ऑड वन आउट में भी आपको ये क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं. सो हम यहां से स्टार्ट करेंगे. इफ यू सी पिन, जब आपको पिन चुभती है या पिन आपको पियर्स हो जाता है फिंगर्स में, तो फिंगर में या फिर बॉडी के किसी भी पार्ट में आपको जब हर्ट होता है या कहीं पे भी इंजरीज आती है, दैट बिकम्स अ स्टिमुलस. एनी एक्सटर्नल physical or chemical or biological things which are causing some changes in your body, that will be nothing but stimulus. So here this becomes the stimulus. Yes, so pin is acting as stimulus. Keep noting guys. This is the receptor, यानी कि हमारा skin जो है वो है receptor. So stimulus, receptor. रिसेप्टर से इंपल्स कैरी किया जाएगा बाय सेंसरी न्यूरॉन. आई एम जस्ट राइटिंग डाउन सेंसरी न्यूरॉन. सेंसरी न्यूरॉन इज एंटरिंग थ्रू डॉर्सल रूट. वाव, सी एक सीक्वेंस आपके लिए तैयार हो रहा है. स्टिमुलस जैसे ही रिसीव किया, रिसेप्टर ने इंपल्स जनरेट किया, इंपल्स इज कैरीड बाय सेंसरी इज एंटरिंग इनटू डॉर्सल रूट से नाउ द सेंसरी न्यूरॉन is entering into the medulla of spinal cord. Medulla of spinal cord में ये जो green color का न्यूरॉन है, this is the relay neuron. You can also call it as associated neuron. Correct? Associated neuron जो है वो sensory और motor neuron को connect करके रखता है. That means it will receive the impulse from sensory and it will give the impulse to motor. ऑलराइट. एंड रिले न्यूरॉन का एक और फंक्शन है कि वो इंपल्स, कुछ इंपल्स ब्रेन पे भी पहुंचाता है सो दैट इट कैन बी स्टोर्ड फॉर द फर्दर स्टिमुलस द वे वी आर रिसीविंग, राइट? बिकॉज सेम स्टिमुलस आप आगे भी जाके रिसीव कर सकते हो. सो बार बार वो रिफ्लेक्स एक्शन तैयार रखने के लिए इंपल्स को स्टोर किया जाता है. ऑलराइट, नाउ कमिंग टू द ब्लू पार्ट. यस, this becomes the ventral root. And ventral root say you can see very clearly motor neuron is leaving the spinal cord and motor neuron अपना impulse carry करके लेके जा रहा है to the effector. Guys, very easy way में यहाँ पे आपका logical sequence का question easily तैयार हो गया है, ready हो गया है. Stimulus number 1, receptor number 2, sensory number 3, dorsal root number 4, relay neuron number 5, ventral root number 6, motor neuron number 7 and finally effector. Alright, your logical sequence is ready and your entire reflex arc, reflex action का जो भी concept है वो इसमें clear हो गया है, right? So I hope you guys are keep like noting it down. I'll give you some time. You please take the screenshot of this diagram, everyone. Alright, I am very happy कि आप लोग सब लोग note down भी कर रहे हो. That's great, fantastic. It's going to help you further. Now let us quickly see structure of eye. ये आपको बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से note down करना है. And let me change the pen color because I want to label it properly with the black color. As you can see, it's a very colorful diagram. Okay. स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम आउटर टू इनर. हमेशा याद रखना, हम ह्यूमन के कोई भी पार्ट को स्टडी करते हैं, आउटर टू इनर विल मेक इट मोर इजी रादर देन फ्रॉम कॉम्प्लेक्स इनर स्ट्रक्चर टू सिंपलर आउटर. हमेशा आउटर स्ट्रक्चर सिंपल होता है एंड जैसे जैसे हम अंदर जाते हैं वो कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी इंक्रीज होता है. सो लेट्स बिगिन क्विकली. Now guys, I have not shown conjunctiva. The reason is that conjunctiva is a very thin membrane like structure. But still, अगर आपको जानना है कि वो एग्जैक्टली कहां पे लेबलिंग आ सकता है आपको एग्जाम में, लेट मी शो यू दैट. हियर इज द रीजन ऑफ कंजक्टिवा दैट कैन बी शोन टू यू. यस, इस तरह से आपको डायग्राम में पूछा जा सकता है फॉर द लेबलिंग. सो दिस बिकम्स द कंजक्टिवा. क्विकली नोट इट डाउन विथ मी. ओके, कंजक्टिवा के बाद नाउ यू कैन सी वेरी क्लियरली cornea, which is the outer part of our eye, and we can see it colorful, but ideally it is not colorful. Cornea के बाद हम देख सकते बहुत ही clearly iris, the actual colorful part of our eye. जब हम किसी के आंखों में देखते हैं तो हम बोलते हैं, हम डिस्क्राइब करते हैं ब्लैक आई कलर, ब्राउन आई कलर, ग्रे, ब्लू, ग्रीन, व्हाटएवर, दैट्स बिकॉज ऑफ द आइरिस। ऑलराइट, तो ये आइरिस हमें दिख रहा है। नाउ वेरी क्विकली वी विल नोट डाउन दी लेंस, बिकॉज लेंस बहुत ही क्लियरली यहां पे दिख रहा है। सो लेंस, नाउ कॉर्निया एंड लेंस के बीच में there is a chamber and that chamber is filled up with a watery fluid which is known as aqueous humor, and aqueous humor is filled up in aqueous chamber। मुझे ये chamber यहाँ पे बहुत ही clearly दिखाई दे रहा है, so let's label it as aqueous chamber। aqueous chamber का location मैंने already बताया, फिर से एक और बार, it is the space between the cornea and lens and is filled up with a watery fluid which is known as aqueous humor। Alright, now very clearly we can see sclera which is the outer part of our eye। आई जो व्हाइट कलर का हमें बॉल स्ट्रक्चर दिखाई देता है, that is besides the iris में हमें जो व्हाइट पार्ट दिखाई देता है, that whitish part is made up of sclera। that means it is the outer hard part of the eye, fibrous part, sclera। now after the sclera we can see the colored part which is choroid। guys, can you see the pink or reddish color layer, right, जिसका extension iris बन रहा है? very clearly you can see that is choroid। choroid के बाद yellow color का layer मुझे बहुत ही prominently दिखाई दे रहा है, that is retina। retina is a region जहां पे image form होता है, right। now here if you see retina का मैंने यहाँ पे एक bend दिखाया है, can you see that, this bend, yeah, मैंने पर्पसली इसको मार्क किया है so that you can see it properly। this is nothing but yellow spot, right। biological term for yellow spot, technical term for or scientific term for yellow spot is nothing but macula lutea, or you can say it as fovea centralis। remember scientific term आया तो आप macula lutea लिखो या fovea centralis, it is one and the same। so let me put fovea centralis। जैसे आप उच्चारण करोगे वैसे ही आपका स्पेलिंग भी बनेगा, सो प्लीज ट्राई टू प्रोनाउंस द टर्म्स प्रॉपरली ताकि फोनिक्स की मदद से आप इनके सारे स्पेलिंग्स प्रॉपरली डाल सको। स्पेलिंग्स आर रियली इंपॉर्टेंट। नाउ यहां पे जहां पे ये जो ऑप्टिक नर्व, यू कैन सी द सेंसरी सेल्स के न्यूरॉन्स आर forming a bundle and merging together at this spot, right? so this spot is called as blind spot, jahan pe blind spot is not responsible for any vision, yellow spot is responsible for the vision। so yellow spot is called as area of best vision, blind spot is called as area of no vision। no vision, obviously you can see that सारे सेंसरी सेल्स के जो एक्सॉन्स है वो बंडल बन के यहां से ही पास हो रहे हैं, विच इज फॉर्मिंग एन ऑप्टिक नर्व। ओ वाओ, क्विकली वी विल आल्सो लेबल इट एज ऑप्टिक नर्व। ये कैसे भूल सकते हैं हम लोग, ऑप्टिक नर्व विच इज टेकिंग द इंपल्स टुवर्ड्स द ब्रेन। ऑलराइट, नाउ देयर आर ओनली टू थिंग्स विच आर लेफ्ट, थ्री थिंग्स। वन इज दिस giant chamber which is between the retina and lens, I repeat, which is between the retina and lens, that is vitreous chamber। माय गॉड, आईज में इतने सारे पार्ट्स होते ये हमने कभी सोचा ही नहीं था, राइट। vitreous chamber is filled up with a vitreous humor, and vitreous humor is not watery, it is bit you can say it as a semi solid or semi liquid or a jelly type of substance which actually maintains the shape of our eyeball, and yes of course it also protects the sensory cells in our eye, जो कि आप देख ही रहे हो यहाँ पे कितने सारे sensory cells हैं। now there are two things which are still left. One is this ciliary body. Ciliary body. Ciliary body is very important because it will help to alter the shape of lens with respect to the object का distance, right? To view the object at different distance, ciliary body lens के shape को alter करेगा। Last but not the least, suspensory ligament, जो ciliary body के ठीक नीचे की तरफ है। Yes, suspensory ligament। I come to the final labeling। Wow, I hope मैंने यहाँ पे सारे labelings कर दिए। Yes, the three layers of the eye: sclera, choroid, retina। Three layers. Choroid extending to form iris. Ciliary body is between the iris and choroid। Ciliary body के ठीक नीचे suspensory ligament, which will also help to maintain the shape of the lens। vitreous chamber between the lens and the retina, macula lutea or yellow spot in the front of the retina, that is at the horizontal axis of the eye, blind spot where all the optic nerves are arising and moving to the brain, cornea, which is the outer hard part of the eye, lens, aqueous chamber, the chamber which is lying between cornea and lens and which is filled up with aqueous humor. Fine. Now, one last thing, that is pupil. Now see, I'm drawing the line over here, but that doesn't mean that I lens ko mark kar rahi hu. It's the gap between the two iris. Like you can see, iris is moving like this, like two fingers like. So wo gap jo hai, that gap is nothing but pupil. And pupil ka jo contraction or jo expansion hai, that is based on the amount of light which is entering. So basically, light or dark adaptation mein pupil is very important. Take a screenshot. Everyone, quickly, I think this is going to help you a lot for your preparation of the eye structure and its functioning. Alright? Great. Let's move further. Last, structure of ear. Okay. Now, ear structure, you can see the here the eardrum and the three bones which I have shown very clearly, but that I will come later on. First, let us see the structure of the ear. Ear ka, I'll first label the outer part and the middle part and the inner part. Okay, so from here to here, this is the outer part of the ear, right? This becomes the middle ear. And this entire region becomes the inner ear. Alright, we divide the ear structure into outer, middle and inner. देख लिया आप सब लोगों ने properly? Alright, अब हम लोग label करेंगे इसको. Okay, first this is pinna, ear pinna, which receives the sound vibrations or the sound frequencies from all the different direction and channelize it into auditory canal. तो ये हो जाता है आपका auditory canal. Keep noting guys, very important, auditory canal. Auditory canal say that sound goes into the auditory canal and hit to the eardrum. So the green part is tympanum. Everyone please एक बात का ध्यान रखो, common terms use मत करो labeling में, हो सके और please try to use these scientific terms because that is very important. You can write on eardrum, that's not a problem, but this is going to give a little good impression in your board exams. Tympanum. Now coming to the bone structure. Now this three bones are together called as ear ossicles. अब इसी ear ossicles को मैंने यहाँ पे zoom करके दिखाया so that it becomes easy for you to note it down. This is the hammer or malleus, scientific term malleus. This is this one, the second bone. Everyone can see the second bone. The second bone is called as anvil. And the third bone is called as stapes. It is also known as style. Anvil is known as incus. So, जो मैंने bracket में डाला है, malleus, incus and style, these are scientific terms. And the common names are hammer, anvil and stapes. You can see the broad part of the stapes, this one. Okay, chalo, यहाँ पे line draw किया मैंने. This is actually lying on a opening. And that opening, you can see over here also very clearly. Yeah, guys. So, this is the oval window. And oval window is very important because sound का जो vibration है, वो इसी oval window से enter करता है. Very quickly we will see inner ear के parts, very important, cochlea, which contains sensory cells for hearing. And the sensory cells for hearing is known as organ of Corti. Organ of Corti middle canal में present होता है. So it is present in the middle canal of the cochlea and it is responsible for the hearing. Last but not the least, you can see this three canals which are lying perpendicular to each other. How? one is at a right angle with the other two, and these are called as semicircular canals. Semicircular canals का function ये है that it helps or it is mainly for the balance of our body, right? Balancing semicircular canals. Here in cochlea, you can see the swollen end of the semicircular canal, which is called as ampulla. Ampulla has sensory cells for balancing. Last but not the least, the stalk between the cochlea and the semicircular canal is known as vestibules. Vestibules is mainly for the balance during the static condition. That means when I am standing, right, in a static condition, इस static condition में body के balance करने के लिए कौन help कर रहा है? That is vestibules. And during the dynamic movement, when my body is moving, walking, running, anything that my body is doing the activity, during that time, body को balance करवाने की जिम्मेदारी किसकी है? That is ampulla, because ampulla contains sensory cells for dynamic balance. Alright, so yes, now I'm going to mark star. Ampulla, sensory cells for dynamic balance. Vestibules, sensory cells for static balance. Cochlea, sensory cells for hearing. And see, this is how your ear ka part is also ready. Remember, logical sequence: 1. Pinna, 2. Auditory canal, 3. Tympanum, 4. Ear ossicles, 5. Cochlea, and finally 6. Semicircular canals. These terms are very very important to remember because यही terms logical sequence में भी पूछे जाते हैं. Yes, of course, छोटे छोटे जो parts हैं वो नहीं पूछेंगे, but ये definitely पूछेंगे. And see, you also came to know how the hearing process and body balance process होता है. So finally, structure of ear का भी आप screenshot ले सकते हो, and you please go through these videos, short videos, because these are really very important. ये आपके achieve करने के लिए section B में marks achieve करने के लिए, तो ये आपको बहुत important काम आएगा, and you can practice it how much ever you can, right? So finally, I'm going to end the session with only one thing, that is keep your eyes open, your ears open, and grab everything you learn over here, and then you react accordingly. That means अपने eyes और ears open रखो, टीचर्स क्या लेबल कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे वो देखो, वो क्या पढ़ा रहे उसे ध्यान से सुनो, उसे लर्न करो, एंड फिर उस हिसाब से आप रिएक्ट करो अपने एग्जाम्स में, एंड दैट इज गोइंग टू हेल्प यू टू अचीव मोर मार्क्स, राइट? सो एवरीवन, डू शेयर दीज वीडियोज विथ योर फ्रेंड्स. सो फॉर दैट you need to like, share and subscribe our Be Right channel. See you in the next session of the diagrams, and please revise diagram session part 1 and part 2. And एक और चीज, we are also meant for physics, chemistry and maths and English lectures. So उसे देखने के लिए मत भूलना. Alright, revise करते रहोगे तब जाके आप अपने एग्जाम्स के लिए प्रिपेयर्ड रहोगे. SSS का फॉर्मूला: study, saturate and self-analyze. Thank you so much.